What's going on, y'all? Today we're going to attempt to make some Texas style chili from scratch. I've never made chili in my life, so let's see what happens. Let's get started. Hey y'all, it's Carport Corey. Let's get cracking. So as you can see, we've got quite the assortment of dried chilies. We're gonna make our chili paste with all these dried chilies, including some chipotle chilies in the adobo sauce. Got my pit master here to help me put this concoction together. She's ready to go. For the meat, I went ahead and got a really big ass chuck roast, and I already smoked that yesterday to about 165 degrees. Seasoned it with the Meat Church Holy Cow. First thing is first, let's go ahead and attempt to cut this chuck roast up into cubes. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. We got our chuck roast all cut up into some chunks. Anyhow, let's get cracking. We're going to start getting these peppers ready for the chili paste. So what we're going to do with all these dried peppers, chilies, if you will, is we're going to, at least the idea is, we're just going to cut the ends off here. Get these seeds out. And this is all for flavor. It's not going to add any heat to the chili, or so I believe. Then we're just going to slice them open, like so. Make sure those seeds are out. Alright, we got all our peppers de-seeded, cut, and ready to go. These are going to go into here. Heat them up for a minute or two. Put them back in here. And then we take the boiling hot water, which is not boiling yet. Dump that in here, and that rehydrates them all. And then it all goes into here, and we make our chili paste. In the meantime, let's get cracking with an American beer making some Texan chili. Oh God, I hope chili tastes better than that. Okay, so all the chilies are warmed up. Again, we just wanted to put them in the pan for a couple of minutes until we're smelling them. And we take some hot water, and we want to cover these chilies. See if I do this without spilling it everywhere. And that's going to rehydrate them. Cover those up for 5 minutes, and then to the next step. I'll take these peppers and stick them in my blender, and then we're going to puree it. Just like that. Look at that. See how they're all nice and not as stiff? See, my pit master's taking a nap, snoring away. Gonna add a can of chipotle in a adobo sauce. And then we're gonna add some water into that somehow. That should be good. Alright, so I don't actually have a true food processor. I got my old Hamilton Beach, but it does have puree whip. I think that's what I'm going to use. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa, something's happening. I think we're making a chili paste. Okay, our chili paste is done. We're going to take a little sample. Oh, wow. That's good stuff right there. Next step is we're taking some fresh chilies. We got some poblano, some Anaheim, and an onion. And we're going to dice this all up, and we're going to saute it up in the pan. But we're almost ready to get this stuff in the crock pot. So let's get chopping and then cracking. Alright, we've got the chilies diced. We've got the onions diced. Cut my finger doing some dicing. Now we're going to saute this stuff up in this pan with some garlic. All right, we're sauteing down some chilies and some onion with some avocado oil. We're gonna add some garlic here pretty soon. In the meantime, I've got the crock pot set up with all the meat in it. I think it's all gonna fit because I've got to put that into here with that. We'll see what happens. All right, we're gonna do a quick taste test while the chilies and onions are sauteing down. Got a nice chunk of chuck roast here. Gonna be naughty and dunk that in the chili paste. Oh man, that is a sign of amazing chili to come. All right, so we've got the onions, chilies, garlic sauteed up good enough. Now we got to put that and the chili paste in here with some beef broth. Let's see if it all fits. Let's just, you know what? Let's just shove it all in there. I mean, what the heck, huh? Mix it around. Hope there's enough room. I doubt I'm using all this chili paste, but oh, I am going to use it all. Look at that. Look at that beautiful red chili paste. Now again, you're also going to notice that there is no beans. There's no tomatoes going into this chili because that's not real chili. That's crap chili. This is the good stuff right here. I'm going to mix it in as best as I can. I think it's going to work. Holy cow. Look at that. Now it is pretty thick, so we got our great value beef broth. Beef broth. And I'm gonna add as needed. I think that's gonna be good for now in the beef broth. And the key is if it does get too watery when you're cooking it, add a little bit of masa flour, corn flour, and that will thicken it up and make it super thick. So I might have to add some of that. I think at this point, it's time to get cracking with something and get this bad boy started. And we got about at least a 5-hour simmer. All right, so as you can see, we're simmering. We're off to a good start. I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasoning now. So I've got a mix here. I've got some New Mexico chili powder. I've got some paprika. I've got some Hatch seasoning powder, a little bit of cinnamon, that evil cumin, and some, I think it's oregano. Yeah, oregano. So, I don't know. I'm not great at measuring. I just dump. And if I need to add more as the simmer goes on, I can always add more. But I think that's a good start. We're going to mix this in really quick. Let's see, it's already thick. I did add a little bit more beef broth. But again, you just got to keep an eye on this and do as you got as it's cooking the next 5 hours at least. I'm telling you right now, this is world famous chili coming your way. Carport Corey chili style. Alright, I think that's good enough to let it simmer. So, meantime, it's time to get cracking. It doesn't really get better, does it? One last thing I forgot, Serrano peppers. We're just gonna stick these bad boys in like that. So if anybody really wants to light their ass on fire, that should do it. We're just gonna let those bad boys simmer down. And we'll see y'all in a few hours. Oh man, that's really thick. There we go. All right, so we've been about 4.5 hours of simmering this amazing chili. Let's see where we're at. We're bubbling. We're gonna give it a good stir here. You can see the Serrano peppers up top. Oh man, my camera's fogging up. Yeah, I have added some masa flour to it. I don't think I'm gonna add any more. It's looking pretty good to me. But I have done sampling and it's absolutely amazing. It's the best damn chili I've ever had. So let's get cracking. And now I gotta make a side for the chili. I think you're gonna be excited for this one. So the perfect side for chili is Wings! That's right, we're gonna make some wings. Somebody just made some Kraken. Basically, if y'all have not done wings, you can either smoke these bad boys whole and then chop them down, or you can chop them down now. If I use the cleaver, you gotta find where the frickin' stuff attaches. Like usually right around here. Cleaver that stuff, find it. So I like to use a cleaver because, you know, don't chop your fingers off, but basically, there's your wings. You got the flat, you got the drum. I got a bunch to do. I'm not gonna bore your time with it because I got beer to drink and I got wings to cut. All right, wings are simple. All you gotta do, I take a little bit of oil. Again, we're using the avocado oil, just like I did for the chili. Gonna dump some of that in there. Helps keep the rub on, and I think it also makes it a little bit crispy. We're going with some meat, church, the gospel, keeping it simple. And we're just gonna coat these bad boys with a bunch of seasoning. Mix it up. Keep adding rub as you feel need to. We're gonna let these sit for a while, then we're gonna throw them on the smoker, and we'll get into what we're gonna do there when it's time to get into there. And I got a beer over there that I haven't cracked. Actually, I have cracked this. Never mind. We're already cracked. All right, wings are seasoned, as you can see there. We're gonna let these sit for about another 15-20 minutes. Let that season get in there. In the meantime, it's time to go start the smoker. All right, we're about to put some wings on the smoker, but first, let's get cracking.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Oh, we got a foamy one today, boys. All right, so we got Traeger, we got wings. The latest craze is you want to put your wings on right when you start your Traeger, and it's called the cold smoke to 400. So that means is we're putting these on a cold grill, but they're going to get the smoke. And we got this Traeger set to, well, mine, I got a 375. I don't have one of them digital fancy ones. The idea is, while it's cold right now, these wings are all going to get that smoky flavor. And then when it gets to its hot 350, 375, 400 temperature, then it's going to make these bad boys crisp. Problem is, if you smoke them at 225, the chicken gets kind of rubbery, and the skin definitely will not be crisp. So, that's just the new technique. I've done it a couple times, and I'm pretty damn happy with it. So now we got that done, we're gonna close this up, and we'll check in about, honestly, 45 minutes. Until then, already cracked, but drink on. All right. Woo! So wings are done. We're hitting a temperature of about 190, 195, and that's really what you want when you're smoking your wings. Nice and beautiful, crunchy. We got the wings, they are done, they are smoked. We're gonna let them set. Look at that char, look at that beautifulness. And, boom, we've got, oh, the steamy, wonderful chili. Oh my God. All right, everyone, the time has come. The chili's been simmering for about 6 hours or so, 7 hours, I don't know, I've lost count, apparently. And the wings are done. And now, it is time to, sorry, Sean, get cracking. Then, we're gonna taste this chili in its whole. And let's give you our personal taste opinion. Look at that. Yeah, here we go. Oh my God. Now, chuck roast just melts, dude. Like that just totally melted in my mouth. Smoke that chuck roast before you put it in your chili. Oh, I gotta take another bite before I start on the wings. That's amazing. Look at that. It's hot. Not heat-wise, like flavor-wise, just temperature-hot, but oh my God. All right. Now we're gonna try the wings. You want a flat or a drum? There you go. I'm gonna grab this boy. Now we're gonna try the wings. Cheers. Cheers. Pitmaster Ezra is a little upset right now because she's like, I want some, but it's too spicy for her. So here we go. Oh man. You know, all I'm gonna say at this point is, wow, this is a feast. Watch the video, make it yourselves. It's very simple to make. Anybody can make this. And best of all, pig out, get cracking. And I don't know about y'all, but I think it's time for us all to plow. So until the next video, boom!